Hello guys, welcome back. Now today is a big video. Why? Not in terms of size, but in terms of what I'm gonna tell you. Now this video is about a system that is going to be extremely valuable for you to listen to, okay? Now, first of all, this system not only is super random and super secondary, but it's also very hidden. The game doesn't tell you, besides a random ass like secondary quest thrown into your quest panel that you'd never see ever again because you have like 15 of those on top of each other, and also not really shown on the map. Not only, when you press M, the icon, which is this one, it's so hidden that it's behind the teleporter. You won't see it if you're zoomed out because it's behind the teleporter. So if you're trying to locate something that it might be new that you might be interested in checking out, or especially early on, you won't even see it. So this is why I'm making a video. This system is broken, at least in beta. I don't know if they're gonna fix it. They might even fix it. So broken, that's how broken it is, and it's for something that is extremely important for everybody, which is the stock bills. You need these to do everything. You need the Valet stock bill for the Valet 4 stuff, an infinite amount. You will always need them. So these, as you can see, they come from delivery packs and from outpost orders. Now, yes, you're doing your outpost, you're doing your tradings, you're generating a decent amount, but it's like, okay, how much is it? Like, I don't know, like 200k. It might be more later on, right? But at the same time, you can do this. What is this? This is the Lucky Carrot guy, known also as a depot here, stock redistribution terminal. And the stock redistribution terminal is actually has a tutorial, but it doesn't tell you about the elastic goods. This is going to be ridiculous amount of stock bills every day-ish, every 2 days, let's say, by just doing nothing. And this scales with the amount of materials that you have, the amount of stocks that you can invest, and at the same time, the amount of level that you leveled up this one for, right? So if you go around, you find all of the other depot nodes and you unlock all of them, you're going to have a maximum amount of cap increase for the elastic goods that you can purchase. So how does this work and why is this so broken? Now, this basically is a player economy. So you're going to have this different materials. You're going to unlock more types of materials. The more you unlock this and the more you expand throughout the Valet 4, you find the other nodes and you unlock those as well and you level them up to the max. You will have extra materials that you could be able to trade. Now, as you can see, different materials here, obviously you buy them with the stock bills, but they have different types of percentages. Like these are locally discounted or locally inflated. This is your world, right? So all you have to do is find something that has a low number. Let's say if you go here, let's say the Anchorilling kitchenware has 45. This one is 48, scrap toy blocks. This one has 46. So, okay, these three materials are really good. What you want to do? You want to buy them? Not yet. What you want to do is you click the item and then you see this is a fluctuation of price and this is the current lowest ever, apparently. And you want to purchase this item, technically. Before you purchase the item, you want to check friend's price. You click on it and you check, is there anybody that has an inflated price on their local world? It's going to tell you versus local, this column right here, is going to tell you versus local how much they are costing compared to you. So in this case, it's 367% higher than the amount you're gonna buy right now on your world, right? So before you commit, check the other materials that are similarly discounted for you. Check friend's price and then check, okay, this one is 452%. This is way better than the other one. And what, it's going to change like 1%. This is better. It's better for you to buy this one and have a similar discount amount and then just get 100 more percent return on this player over here, right? So, and then you go back and you check, okay, this one is 48. There's any friends like, this one is 382. It would be not as good, right? So we want to buy the lowest materials that you have, check the friends list, whoever has the highest inflated item in their world, and you buy that item. The amount of items that you can buy obviously fluctuates depending on how much you have it unlocked, how much you have it leveled up. It's going to be very pricey, very costly to upgrade every of these nodes in throughout the region at the max level. You can't do that immediately. You're gonna need a little bit of time. But as you can see, eventually you'll get to this point when you're buying 1 million worth of this Anchorillian kitchenware. There's no cap on it. You can trade as many materials as you want. Then you go back to the item, click friend's price again, then click to the guy that has the highest inflation. Click on him and click friends, visit friendship. You wait. Going to teleport. The guy's Chinese, so it's probably going to take a little bit more because of, latency. Once you're there, you get teleported into their captain cabin. You go from here, you turn left, there is the box over there. You run here. This is where you do your trading. Stock redistribution terminal. Boom. You find your material, Anchorillian kitchenware. He has it at 200% up even. So you click this and you trade all of your materials. I just made 5.7 million stock bills. From spending 1, I made 6 almost. And there it is. Boom. 5.7 million. This is single-handedly the best way to get stock bills in an increasing ridiculous amount, on top of obviously your trading. But this is like hands-free, brain dead. Come in, chime in, log in, one day, boom. Picking up these materials, which is really low. Picking the materials that is low. Okay, you get that, boom. Now, which friend has the most? This guy. Okay, here's my items that I paid 1. You're gonna pay 15 for them. Okay, is that okay? Yeah, it is okay. Good. They don't lose anything, and you gain. That's it, because they don't use their stock bills to buy automatically. It's just an internal trading that is like fake. It's like fake trading. But you get the rewards from doing it, from trading it with another player. They get also some extra. They don't get the bills. They get extra points that they can use on the shop later. For someone, having someone that trades with you gives you some points as well. So you don't lose anything. If anything, you want people to trade with you, so you get more of those points. And then you doing the trade, you're gonna get back a ridiculous amount of Valley stock bills. As you can see, this is an extremely overpowered system. I don't know if they're going to fix it or if they're going to tune it. Maybe it is on purpose, because there are some items that are extremely costly, extremely expensive on the world. Like you can buy like a cool furniture. You can buy a bike, for example, to have it exposed in your Dijang, in your spaceship. So maybe that's on purpose. And maybe it's meant to be trivialized later on. This is not something you can do instantly to this level of scale, but you can easily do it after like a week. So after a week, this thing becomes like how many stock bills you need to do everything or anything. It becomes like trivialized. But, it's still important to notice that it's a crazy system that you want to do as soon as possible, and it's a little bit hidden because it doesn't tell you where to go and how to use it. For example, I didn't notice this until way later, because I was playing the game, I was trying to progress, I was doing wooling stuff, so I didn't notice that this guy had the stock materials that like skyrocketed so much, especially after you level up. But as you can see, some materials that are needed, for example, these engraving permits that are here to be exchanged for you, right? These are for engraving the materials that you put inside the weapon to give the weapon the right stats, let's say, the simplified version. So as you can see here, they cost a ridiculous amount of money. So this might just be intended to be on this scale, so that you can actually sustain buying these items. So that buying these, which are the most discounted ones for the week, are going to be 4.4 millions. This one is going to be 12 millions. I would use everything I have right now to buy these, to engrave 15 times on my items that I'm farming, right? So maybe this is just on purpose and it's not that big of a deal. But it's just as a reminder that like this is a system for you, and you should engage with it as soon as possible and try to expand on it as soon as possible, because it's going to net you a lot of stock bills. And considering that everything is so expensive, you need so many of them to do everything, especially expanding the base early on. This is something you really shouldn't sleep on, because the daily materials are, again, daily. Early on, you're going to have like refreshes of materials every 11 hours or 10 hours. It's going to be way less. But after you have everything unlocked, you're going to have, it's going to stabilize and give you like, oh, this is a daily thing. You come back if you want. It's not, obviously, as you can see, every 20 hours is 1/3 of the max that I have right now. So eventually you might want to check this once every 3 days-ish and just, oh, okay, I have like 900, buy 900. Or you could just buy it now when it's like very, very high discounted, and then sell it another time. And oh, well, no friends have a crazy amount of inflation of them. Maybe they're like this. You don't have many materials. Just buy the materials, leave it there, and then check occasionally, like every day, and see if like any local player is going to have a higher chance right now, right? Higher percentage. So just check every day, let's say, right? It's very important for you though to engage in the system. That is pretty much it. That's all I wanted to tell you. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask me in the comments, or if you want, I am live every day on Twitch, twitch.tv/JKZN. You can actually come there and ask me whatever you want, because I'm gonna be playing the game when it launches. So every day, probably for the most part of the day, every day after it launches. So that's it. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.